friends, welcome to a wet and wintry Alton Towers, a theme park that is probably responsible largely for kickstarting my now 20-odd year obsession with theme parks. I can't believe I haven't actually made a video from here yet. Well, I kind of have, but it was pre-YouTube days. I'll put a link to it if I can. But yeah, it's pretty wet, it's pretty cold. I have on good authority the rain's going to stop in about 20 minutes and then we should be home free, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So, pretty much anything you need to know about my love of theme parks pretty much stems from this place. I didn't realise till I got out to America that not every theme park in the world is actually a themed park. When you've ridden parking lot coasters in Six Flags parks around the States, you forget that sometimes it's actually nice to have theming in a theme park. And this place has got it in buckets. It was built on the site of an old manor house, the Towers, which is still standing and really adds to the atmosphere. There's several different sections, all with their own distinct themes, and lots of world first at their time rides and attractions. I kind of feel super fortunate that I grew up in a country that had a theme park like this, that was, you know, putting theme parks in the likes of the States and elsewhere, you know, the big boys, to shame on a yearly basis with brand new experiences that you couldn't get anywhere else. You know, the world's first B&M invert, you know, suspended coaster, world's first vertical drop coaster, coaster with the most inversions currently. We've got it all here. So let's go and see what's actually running, because I get the feeling a lot of stuff might be down today. The monorail wasn't running, unfortunately, but love this place. One of the most exciting reasons for coming here today is because just a matter of days ago they opened a brand new coaster here. The first wooden roller coaster. The wooden roller coaster fans have been clamoring for decades. A GCI constructed, and it's called Wicker Man. Oh my word. That is some impressive theming. So good. Right, let's get on it. Let's go. Come on. It's amazing. I love the spooky music as well. Interaction between the coaster and the queue line is pretty spectacular. Look at that! I wonder if there's any meaning to all these like runes and stuff. Yeah, you could probably decipher this stuff, do you think? It goes back quite a long way. Ooh, spooky runes. Not the bees! Nice looking trains! roller coaster! That's an incredible coaster. The theming, I can't explain. It starts off pretty slow. There's not a massive drop after the lift hill or anything, but it just picks up speed and goes and goes and goes and goes. I can't believe Alton Towers finally has a wooden coaster. Yes! Amazing. I'm going to ride that several more times. Amazingly, the sky ride is actually open, which it hardly ever is. So we're gonna go jump that and go to the top of the park because it's just stopped raining and there is nothing better than Nemesis after the rain. All right. Yeah, yeah. Cheers, Tom.
Every lake, cascade, mountain or general water Alton Towers Resort is served by the natural springs nearby Wicker Man. So next time you're here,
one of the most iconic rides and areas in the whole park. This is my childhood right here. I came of age on this ride, Nemesis, and Forbidden Valley area of the park in general, and it's not hard to see why. Check out this theming. It all seems quiet. Too quiet. This station used to be super dark and dingy, and now for some reason they've put a ton of floods in and ruined the atmosphere. Oh well. Here we go! B&M, 26 years young. It's better in the rain! Good one. That is an all-time coaster classic. Never gets old. And it's always better in the wet. Slick. Oh man, such a big fan of that. Galactica. World's first flying coaster. Originally known as Air before it had its VR makeover, but personally I think it's better without anyway. It's quite a unique feeling on this one. an experience, quite a feeling. Whoa!
Sing like I show you the.
You can see the car from here.
Tell me, princess.
Galactica is a bit of a funny one. Not everyone likes the flying coaster thing. I think it's a reasonably nice difference to some of the other coasters out there. It's quite relaxing. If anything, I think I just like being held. So here we have the aforementioned towers, into which Alton Towers put one of my favourite rides at the park, and possibly one of my favourite dark rides in the world. It's a Vekoma spinning madhouse called Hex, and I still think it's amazing. So let's go check it out.
Charles Talbot, who has perhaps the strangest tale to tell. Indeed, it was our investigations of his story that led us to a remarkable chain of discoveries, the unearthing and unraveling of a quite remarkable local legend. Please, would you now move through to witness the story of Hex, the legend of the tower.
Ooh. Such a simple mechanism, but such an amazing experience. That's still one of my favourite dark rides in the world. The story's really good, the audio is always loud and pumped. They're really cranking those amps, which is always nice to see. Get a bit of immersion. The smoke, the little fibre optic twinklies in the branch, and surrounded by scenery like this. I mean, this is incredibly cheap theming for Alton Towers to have been built in a place like this. If you don't know much about Alton Towers, I should probably mention that it's in the middle of nowhere, like seriously, a tiny village, and It's kind of a weird place for a theme park, to be honest, especially a theme park with so many like huge rides and world first attractions. I don't think the local residents like it. Whoa. I have not been in here before. A great spot for some pictures. See, like, Disney has the Haunted Mansion, but this place is probably actually haunted and is old enough to have had several generations of people living here. Oh, I don't think we're getting out this way. It's a little waterlogged in here. Heading into X Sector now. A great area with some great attractions. Including the world's first dive coaster, Oblivion, and the coaster currently the most inversions in the world, Smiler. This is just so impressive. An absolute maze of track and loops. Built by the mighty Gerstlauer. Vertical lift hill. Well, that is a serious head spinner. I think I counted 13 inversions. Need to have a bit of a break before I ride that again, I think. Heading into Oblivion now. The world's first and probably still my favourite dive coaster. It's at 5 minutes. Showing signs of wear now. And I do wish Alton Towers would put some drainage in for when it's raining, which is a lot of the time. It is England after all. Uh-oh. Here we go! Still think plummeting some odd stories into a hole is one of the best roller coaster feelings out there. Still one of my faves. Another big part of the appeal of Alton Towers for some people is that connecting two of the theme park areas, there's a massive valley in which there is a huge garden that used to be like the main attraction before the theme park came. So with the towers there in the very far background, you can kind of see they've got things like this, which is some sort of tower, and then further down there's steps leading all the way down. You can walk right the way across the valley and through the gardens if you want. There's like secret passages, and if I walk over here you'll be able to see right down into the valley. There's the towers through the mist there. There's like lovely kind of gardens, maybe like an arboretum or something. Yeah, I've never actually paid much attention to them because obviously the roller coasters are kind of my thing. But yeah, there's something for everyone here. I mean, it's not America's fault they don't have anything like this in their parks. If they'd been a country, maybe like 1,000 years ago, like we were, then maybe Magic Mountain wouldn't be built on a car park. Sick burn. Well, half an hour till park close now, and I'm making my way back to the entrance. Park hours are only 10 till 5 today, but that's the beauty of me having an annual pass now, is that when I'm here, just in between like Cardiff and Newcastle, and vice versa, I can just stop off every now and again and have a couple rides, a couple of hours break from the road, and there's not really any better place to do it, if I'm honest. This place is very special to me, as I'm sure you've worked out already from this video. Oh, look at these guys. Ooh. Well, do you know what? I would call that a semi-successful day at Alton Towers. I was only here for about 4 hours. A lot of stuff was closed, but most of it came back up, which is pretty great. Hope you've enjoyed watching this. Hope you've enjoyed the 360 coaster footage, and keep subscribing for more from me at Alton Towers. See you later. I'm going to end the day with one attraction that is #available, the monorail.
At Andy's Dinosaur Hunt, or choose some enchanting time out and indulge your friends or family with a stay in one of our luxury tree houses.
Why Alton Towers decided to cover up the windows just to fit more adverts on the monorail, I have no idea. Piece of useless trivia about this monorail: it came from the Expo 86 kind of World's Fair in Vancouver, the same one that Death Cab wrote that song about.
Sometimes I think this cycle never ends. We slide from top to
Yeah, that one.